Of the guys who have been left out, the big names, who do you think Mexico is going to miss the most?
Who do I think they're going to miss the most? Henry Martin. Let me explain myself right here. I mean, it's natural to feel you have to move on from Guillermo Ochoa, and many have already questioned if Guillermo Ochoa or Malagón, like who's it got to be. So maybe you don't miss out. The level's closer there, right? Chucky Lozano, it's been a while since we've seen Chucky Lozano anywhere near optimal level, club or country, let alone country. It's been 2018, that goal versus Germany in the World Cup. Henry Martin, like, that's the one guy here that's not here that I really am struggling to understand. He's 31 years of age. He's coming off a fantastic 18 months of football. He scored at the World Cup. He was a leading goal scorer in Liga MX. He's a guy that Jimmy Lozano has counted on in the Olympic Games, the Gold Cup, Nations League as his 9. And you start him or not, it's a guy that's going to most likely be there at the World Cup because he's still of good age. To not have him here is a bit of a head scratcher for me. While it may be circumstantial, why you may be doing it so Santi can breathe a little, still not having him on the list out of all these players is the biggest omission for me. I will concede, though, I understand it a bit, but there could be a moment where if Santi goes down, is it going to really be Memo Martinez? Is it going to be the Memo Martinez show to go on as your 9 in Copa America? I think Jimmy may have gotten this one wrong.
Yeah, for those who don't know Memo Martinez's resume, he's 29 years old. He's got 1 cap, and he spent a significant part of his career, can we say, if not a majority, in the 2nd division in Mexico.
Yeah, more of a journeyman type of, yeah.
That's not the guy you want, to your point, if Santiago Jimenez goes down. So he's not the guy that I picked for the player that'll be missed the most, but I agree with you that it's the most surprising. And to me, it was shades of the decision to leave Zach Steffen off the U.S. team, right? To officially give Matt Turner the job. Good and then all speculation, both within the dressing room and in the media, about who the number 1 is going to be. If Henry's there, Herc, you know people are going to be calling for Henry. If Santi's there, there is no discussion. It's Santiago Jimenez's job the whole way, which is what I've been screaming about for a long time. But Henry Martin, way ahead of Memo Martinez in terms of that next guy pecking order. As a Mexico fan, I'd feel a lot better if you had Henry Martin on the roster as the backup, right? I don't want him competing with Santi, but I want him there as the backup just in case. I went with Chucky Lozano. I hear you about Chucky. I hear you about a guy who's been living off a goal from 2018. But Chucky Lozano is a guy who, how do I put this? Even when his play wasn't what it used to be, if you're an opponent going up against Mexico, and maybe this is a reflection of the rest of the guys on this Mexican roster, who did you have to game plan for? Who did you have to worry about? Who did you have to think, well, at least he's got some quickness, at least he's got some speed, at least he's got some talent in the final third? It's Chucky. To meet Chucky Lozano, and maybe this is some overall kind of career sadness to see a guy at this age not only accept, but basically kind of be resigned to the end of his national team career. I look at the other guys in that position. Who do we got? Huerta, Alexis Vega, Antuna, Alvarado.
Quiñones.
All guys who could be good, but no guys who I have a lot of faith in right now to take over that spot. You tell me about Memo. I know who the solution is. It's Malagón. I got confidence there. You ask me about Henry. I know what the solution is. We got Santi. But you ask me who's going to replace Chucky. Who's going to be that other guy, man? I don't know. Herc.
I think this is the easy decision out of all of them. If you go out on power ranking of who's performing better, I would say Chucky Lozano out of these 3 would be the clear choice as to the guy who is not. Now, can I share something with you that's neither here nor there, but I just think is a little relevant? I had a head of a marketing firm reach out to me, ask me what's going on with the Mexican national team. Why are their big stars not going to Copa America? And I asked this person why they were so curious. They mentioned, well, we represent a lot of these sponsors, and if I was one of these sponsors, I would seriously ask for a deduction in cost of a sponsorship heading into Copa America if 2 of your 3 biggest stars are not there. Memo Ochoa, Chucky Lozano, the big draws. So this is a massive call by the Mexican national team because you know that it's bottom dollar over there in Mexico.
And that, Herc, is maybe why the Federation was making Jimmy wait to finally do his generational shift. All right,